All right, then, on a Wednesday, the lovely ladies of Wake Up Nigeria are back in the kitchen for What's Up and About. Quite a few things that we've almost always wanted to talk about when the guys are not around. And I think it's an opportunity every Wednesday to do that now. But I think there was something that was posted on our group yesterday. Who saw that post?
What post was that?
You mentioned Erica talking about our parents essentially saving our lives.
MM has more of the tea. So give it to us.
Okay. So it was. So he. Was it tweet? Was it a tweet? Oh no. Yeah, it was a tweet actually. So I used to think our parents were so strict, but watching these kids today, I think our parents saved our lives.
Saved our lives being strict. So I guess African parents generally, abroad they say African parents, but we know Nigerian parents have an extra level of strictness in some cases. But being an African parent today, just before we came off this break, I was literally almost negotiating with my daughter to get ready for school because I'm not there.
And I was laughing in my
because because I've created the kind of environment that lets them express themselves. Yes.
All right.
But I've discovered more success this way, negotiating from the phone, no, not in the house. I'm not in the house. In the house is a different thing. But on the phone, I'm here. I'm not there. So there's nothing I can really do. If I yell, scream, shout, if she says she's not going, she's not going.
To be very honest, I think my mother's absence and silence were stronger than her words.
Wow. Really? Okay.
My mom was a nurse. So most times, by the time I'm waking up, getting ready for school, it's literally when she's coming back from work, right? Probably she has like a night shift and all of that. So God bless. Around one day, I don't know, I was ready in my school uniform, but something just said, go and watch cartoon.
Wow.
In the morning. So I don't know whether they were looking for me, and also I went up to a room because there's a room and there's like an inner room. So I went to the inner room. I sat down there. I was watching. I forgot myself. I even forgot that I was coming back home. They said they were looking for me, according to her.
Wow.
I cannot explain how I found myself in class that day.
You found
I just know that the day, I could not know which one was morning, afternoon, night. I could not necessarily decipher. So now, speaking about what you're talking about Nigerian parents, it's funny how we literally overlook the Asians. Asian parenting is no joke.
Wow.
Those guys literally, we don't know anything.
And it's actually, over the years, has become the role model for parenting.
Yes,
over the across, you know, even all over the world, actually, the Asian parent has become like the role model for parenting because they do not just instill values, but discipline.
And their culture.
Discipline and their culture as well. So yeah, we have seen parenting evolve over the years. We don't parent like our parents parented because
a lot of it constitutes what is described as abuse in today's language.
Yeah, but now the question is, was it really abuse?
It was abuse,
because whether we like it or not,
even the Bible
says
a
lot of exactly spare the rod and spoil the child. Yes, because a lot of the abuse in quotes was seen as actually is what shaped us morally. It shaped us, even to become who we are. Responsible human beings. Exactly. Respectful. Which is one critical value, which is one value that a lot of people in this generation lack. I've seen conversations on social media where there's this viral video I saw recently. It was the content about, so there was a group of youngins, Gen Zs, and then there was another group of older people. And then we're talking about respect. And the Gen Zs were saying that no, respect doesn't have to be earned. If you respect me, it has to be reciprocal. If you respect me, I respect you. And I'm
like, okay.
Well,
But you know the funny thing? The funny thing to me is the way society used to be and the way it is now. So the way society used to be was a lot less stressful, mentally stressful and demanding on an adult. Meaning there were probably less parents taking out their frustrations on their kids. In today's world, Every parent.
I'll start to calculate that conversation.
Wait. So I'm talking about frustration. Beating your children becoming an outlet for frustration.
Then or now?
What then and now is two different things. If, for instance, I see a parent lashing out at a child, I'm worried about that parent's mental health. Because today's society has stressed and stretched parents
so the funny thing
much.
is that what we've seen now, the world is spherical, right? And let's just say what goes around comes around. Not even just based on karma, but based on the way of things. Fashion trends, politics, everything. So as much as we think we're having it now, they had it worse then as well. They had it bad then as well. That's honestly what I feel. So fine, if you say, okay, now, like a lot of people are under stress, they also had all of that. Do you understand? So I don't see it as, I feel it's just, everybody's just, we're in your time.
Because
and you have grace for your time.
We're talking about times changing. And if we're to bring it back to our, our climb here, and we're not just talking physical stress now, we're talking emotional stress, financial stress, mental stress, because things are getting even more complicated with so many complexities that are reflecting in different areas of our lives that even should reflect more on our physical and emotional well-being. So, but what I am seeing in this time is because there's a lot more education, so even parents are even more in tune with their feelings. I'll take myself as an example. When I am stressed and I see that I'm sort of lashing out on my kids, I rein it in. It's because I have gotten to that level of self-awareness. And without that education, I wouldn't know, to rein it in, to be, oh, no, I think you're taking it, this kid hasn't really done anything. Exactly. You're just, this is you now. So you need to deal with how you're feeling before you take it out on the child. It's because of education. There's a lot more awareness on how to be more intentional with our parenting.
So this intentionality you're describing now is what I feel is more effective on this generation. Being intentional, understanding the child, the children you're dealing with. If the child is stubborn, he's stubborn. If the child don't spoil, the child don't spoil.
No child comes out stubborn.
No. Any child will
I
spoil.
honestly believe that conclusive point of view is actually where the problem is. No, you can't say that now.
Sure?
You grow,
Are you
come on.
sure?
You can't say, so you just leave the child. Okay, the one spoil, me is spoiled.
No. So when I was pushing you out, I said, stubborn child. It's a lie. You will not be stubborn.
It has a lot.
It beats the stubbornness out of you.
I believe, and of course, I understand.
Sure about that?
As much as I understand what you're saying, Titi, right? When it comes to discipline, there's obviously a limit, right?
I can't believe I did
and there used to be this story that used to be very common. How a boy literally used to always get his way, and mother never corrected him, and eventually he was on death row, and then he actually at that point came to himself, and then he beat his mom's ears off. I don't know if you guys hear that story. Yes, now he literally beat his mother. Why didn't you correct me and all of that? Now it's too late. So from then we always had that thing of, see, people know, if you correct, then now, it was a community that raised the child. It was not anybody see you doing nonsense. You collect, irrespective of where, and so all those values and things are actually missing now. And now, talking about the stress now, things have changed in the sense that, for instance, I was home over the weekend. My dad was literally telling me about how he grew up, the stress, going to school, how his mother had to hawk, how his mother had to give him to somebody to literally take care of while she sorted things out and all of that, because he lost his dad at a young age and everything. Their stress was on another level. Here now we have cars, we have phones, we have when he left to NDA, the military school, his mom had no idea where he was for over 2 years.
Wow.
That is another type of stress on its own, and he was her first son. Do you understand? So the stress level was
intense.
It was intense. Then they struggled for survival.
There were some levels of abuse that sort of diminished the self-esteem of certain members of our generation, such that they have to now go for trainings to do public speaking. They have to sort of go for therapy because they were so cowed by their parents that even in the workspace they weren't able to thrive or express themselves. Even if they were successful in their business, they didn't think like they deserve accolades. And that's the sort of mental abuse I'm talking about now.
So
all the parents that used to scream at their children, "Yeah, a stupid boy, yeah, a stupid girl, you can never amount to anything, you can do," those kinds of things.
I totally understand where you're coming from, because I personally, I could definitely not address a class when I was growing up, right? And then as much as I understand that you say, fine, that was based on inflicted self-esteem issues and all of that, but here I am. I rather train myself on self-esteem than being jailed.
Yeah, do you understand? Because you were not being cautioned as a child. So I think as parents, we need to do better. I mean, yes, so now they say it takes a village to raise a child, but now the bulk of the work actually falls on the parent.
Yes,
don't allow your children to run wild because you want to be a 21st century parent.
Say no negative words. Don't tell your child no.
At least you've seen me with my girls. Just my eye alone. We are communicating.
When else he broke that bottle? Oh, gosh.
I have to take we have to take a break now, because I have to continue my negotiation with my daughter.
To go to school. Can I help you have that conversation?
Yeah, no problem. I'll give you the phone.
Okay.
We need you to give us your thoughts. The hashtag is Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Tag us Wake Up Nigeria TVCE. We want to know what you think.